Thanks, folks, for taking a look at my video. I like to share a little bit of information with you about my company and some of the things that we offer to families. One of the companies that I represent is called Senior Life, and they've been around since 1971. The other company that I'm very proud to represent is Columbian Financial Group. They've been around for over 130 years and are very reputable in the community. Now, the main three areas that we focus on, and we found to be the most important to folks, is family, faith, and finances. This is because whenever a person's finances are affected, it directly affects that person's family. And in time, no matter what your denomination, eventually it's going to affect your faith. So our mission statement is to educate families on how to become properly protected while helping them to build a strong financial independence for the future. Now, I sit down and I talk to a lot of people every day, and what I found is everyone has a different interpretation on what it means to be properly protected. Some people say, "Sir, I'm properly protected because I have insurance on my job." Now, before I shoot them down, folks, I congratulate them because it's rare to find that you have any type of insurance on your job. But if that client leaves the job or the job leaves that client, then that person doesn't have any type of protection. So it's always wise to own your own protection that you are in direct control of, if that makes sense. Now, the other folks that think that they're properly protected, they might have $10,000 or $15,000, in paid up insurance. But if you think about the cost of living, it affects the cost of dying. Because 10 years ago, you can bury somebody for under $5,000, but today that cost is in between $8,000 to $15,000. So needless to say, 10 years from now, it'll be well into, $20,000 for a person to get a traditional funeral. So it's my job to make sure that folks from all walks of life are educated on what it means to be properly protected. So in order to accomplish my mission statement, I do work with up to 50 A-rated companies. These companies are rated through the Better Business Bureau and AMS Best, and whenever they fall below that A rating, we don't partner with them anymore. Now, I'm going to give you guys a quick minute to look at some of these companies. You should recognize somebody. These companies have been around for about 50 years and are very reputable in the community. Now, we always take a little bit of time to explain the difference between an agent and a broker. An agent is someone that works for like Reliable Insurance or maybe Allstate. An agent works for one company and they have one product. So if you don't fit inside that agent's box, if you don't fit inside that agent's criteria, or maybe you might have a pre-existing condition, an agent's going to say, "You know what, Jimmy, we can't cover you or your family. Or we're going to charge your arm and a leg, but then it's not going to be affordable." So that's why it's an extreme benefit to my clients for me to be a broker, because I truly do work in our community. And more than half the people that I sit down with, they might suffer from something like high blood pressure or diabetes. We can even cover someone that has cancer, heart disease, and even AIDS. Because I believe that every family deserves to have coverage, especially in our community. Now guys, I don't know where you're watching this video from, but in St. Louis, it's getting warm. So we already know what the scene looked like on Kings Highway and Natural Bridge. Somebody standing up there right now, or will be this week, holding a sign talking about RIP, Cousin Willie, passed away, didn't have any insurance, and now we're taking donations. But the same people that's standing on the corner got cell phones that they got insurance on, but they don't have insurance on themselves. Y'all, we got to get it together. I don't believe that those people on Natural Bridge and King Highway plan to fail, but they failed to make a plan. That's why it's very important to make an important decision such as this in a time of peace, because it gives your family peace of mind tomorrow. Now, one day, we're all going to leave an emotional burden on our family. We can't evade that, but we don't have to leave both an emotional burden and a financial one because of our lack of personal responsibility. Now, bottom line, my job is to find out what my clients desire and to make it affordable. Because if it's not affordable, it's like not having it at all. Yes, this is a very important investment, a very selfless investment, but it's also important that it doesn't take food off the table. Now, if a person needed this much insurance, we can provide that to them. But again, I work in my community, a lot of folks on a fixed income. So sometimes a client can't start off with as much as they would like, But they might have to start off here, and that's okay, because having something is better than having nothing. I appreciate you guys for taking a look at my video. If you have any type of questions, please give me a call. My number is 314-688-7217. Thank you, and God bless.